Alright fighters, now in this video today I'm going to tell you why weight cutting might not actually be the best option for you. Now a lot of fighters think that it's beneficial and it's going to give you a performance and size advantage over your opponent when you temporarily rapidly lose your body weight and then put it back on after weighing, but this is not necessarily the case. And my job out there as a combat sports nutritionist, as one of the best in the world, working with MMA fighters, boxers, Muay Thai athletes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athletes, Muay Thai fighters and all forms of combat sports athletes, is to minimise the risks associated with weight cutting and actually prioritise performance, which is the main goal as a fighter. We're looking at maximising your performance so that you can have the best fights of your life every single time you go into your fights. Now, what you've got to understand is this. Imagine you have destroyed and wasted an entire fight camp, a 10-12 week fight camp, just by doing a horrific weight cut on the week of the fight. Dehydration, sweating, increasing your body's core body temperature and weakening your body, when you could have made this a lot easier earlier on in your camp by managing your nutrition, having balancing, still eating the foods that you enjoy, but actually tracking the things what matter, which is your weight, your diet and your nutrition, and making sure that all the structure is in place. And then you get to the week of the fight and you've only had to got a 3 kilogram or 4 kilogram maximum weight to cut on a day before weighing, or even if you're on the same day weighing 2 kilograms or below. What you've got to understand is this about weight cutting. Weight cutting is essentially where we're dehydrating the body. That's what we refer to when it comes to weight cutting. Now obviously there's going to be changes made from your diet, such as lowering your fibre content, your meal volume, your carbohydrates, your sodium. All these things are going to matter in active and passive sweat methods such as sauna methods, towel wraps, hot baths and training. But you need to understand this. As I say, it's all about maximising your performance. So when you're dehydrating your body, you're doing a couple of different things which are very harmful for you to you in the long term. So you're dehydrating your body, so what that's going to do is it's going to slow down your reaction time in your fights. It's going to reduce your blood volume, which is going to mean that you're going to find it much harder to deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, and you're going to find it difficult to make quicker decisions and react quicker during your fights, which is really important when you need to know when to punch, when to dodge and how to make these decisions. And what you've got to understand is that most of the time fighters will cut weight by dehydrating, use the methods that I've just mentioned, but they won't rehydrate, refuel and then do the same methods on fight day, the hydration and the carb loading. So what you've got to understand is rehydration is reducing, like I say, your blood volume, it's reducing your reaction time, it's reducing your kidney and your liver function, it's speeding up your heart rate so you're getting tired during your fights. And not to mention, if you're reducing your carbohydrates as well, you're depleting your glycogen stores on fight week, which many fighters do, by the way. They're eating 0 grams of carbohydrates. What that's doing is that is making it much more difficult for your body to be able to sustain them high intensity efforts in your fights, your grappling, you know, your jiu-jitsu, your boxing, your footwork, you know, being able to actually last that fight without getting tired. What's going to happen is this. When you deplete your carbohydrate stores, like I say, your muscle glycogen, this is your main fuel source. It's a glycolytic event. You use glycogen stored within your muscles and your legs, all over your body and in your liver, and then gets expressed as glucose during your fights to give you that quick energy that you need. And what happens is that when you deplete this glycogen stores, your body has got to work harder, and it's going to need around a 24 to 36 hour period to get them carbohydrates to string together them strands of glucose as glycogen and attach the water into it in your muscles and your liver. And guess what? If you don't do it right, your performance isn't going to be good, as I say. So you've got to make sure that you get everything right at the beginning of your camp. Get your structure in place and actually put all of that hard work you've done in your camp, your sparring, your training, your strength and conditioning, into an easy weight cut. It's all about performing well, and then you can actually just concentrate on your fight plan. You can concentrate on fueling up, hydrating, and always perform at your 100% maximum capability in your next fight and every single fight after that. This is what it is really about, and I don't want you to be going through these weight cuts. So stop doing it and put these methods in place that you've given you in this video. And if you like this information, don't forget, guys, to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more nutrition and diet tips for combat sports. But for now, take care, and I hope you found this information helpful.